Acrisure Stadium. Matthew Wright set to get this one started. And we're off from Acrisure. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Extend. Right.
Give now to the running back. He's got room to roll here. The 30. The 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability, but boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go, Lee. Go. Let's go now. Buffalo 18.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. For big yards on the right side. He takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans finish off their opening drive. Matthew Wright for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans start off well to tie things 7-7. Right, ready to send this one away. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And, oh, this return couldn't have gone much worse. Out of bounds at his own 3.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Wow, wide open here. Complete. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers need only one to take the lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60. Check go.
They'll come out throwing. In the heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Man, he really lobbed that one downfield, didn't he? Tried to lay it in there for a big completion. Think he just got a little too much loft on it, though, and it's intercepted.
I really do think in that spot, though, Kate, it was the right type of throw.
Yeah.
But that air, in this league, you put air on the football as a quarterback, you better be exactly right. Because as fast as these defenders are, they can recover and go get it, which they did right there.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Caught by the open man. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, sack.
Another try following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They're going for this. He's looking deep once again. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
I'm not sure it matters whether you think you've got the perfect play call in that situation. Hey, listen, going for it anywhere inside your own 20, the risk, it outweighs the reward 5-fold, maybe 10-fold.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And this one's out of the side of the end zone. Was trying to get that precise aim, but he was off the mark. It's going to be a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Check. Hey! Hey! 19, pioneer! Cut 19! Cut 19! Get up!
They'll try and throw it here. He's loaded another one up. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Here we go.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
On 1st down, they'll run. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Right.
A pistol snap. Fields. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Right.
Here's Fields to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
2nd down and 10. Fields. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
It is caught left side. And he's brought down at the line.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Running back sent in motion. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Decent game here, but short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on fourth down. That's the end of the first quarter. It's a two-score game early. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. This is from 35 out on the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a three-score game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Come on, set. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pass caught by Gould. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
70 Lions. Check out.
This finds Mitchell complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal.
Set up. Hurt.
Throwing it again here. He's on the move.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And he'll score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
Fields out of the gun. This finds Austin complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Here we go. Tonight.
Here's a give up the middle. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers who have it 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. 11. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Raptors.
He's going to throw this one. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Play action on 1st down. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their 1st. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Warriors 70. Ready?
Trying again following the sack. Connecting on the slant. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, ready?
And the Steelers going for the dive look on 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Hurt. 19 Lions.
Now looking to throw. We've got a fumble pretty this. Some guys are only looking to make the tackle and end the play. Others, though, come in hunting for the football and forcing fumbles in hopes of getting exactly what we just saw.
And it can be tough for these receivers. A lot of times, they know contact is coming, but they don't always get to prepare for it because they don't always see it.
Yeah.
In these elite defenses, well, they view a completed pass as just another opportunity to create that kind of fumble, and sometimes even a defensive touchdown.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Well, that was almost one of those nice choke plays you like to see in the NFL, Pete, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready? Set go.
Looking to the air here. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. All right.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. All right.
Now it's Fields. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the 2, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here we go, son. Easy. It's all right.
Fields on 3rd. Searches from the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes this in at the 25. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Ready? 7 Pirates, 7 Pop, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Go!
Back to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set! Trap 60, trap 60! Huh.
Throwing it to start this drive. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
From the 46. Short pass caught by his tight end. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Finds Woods. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
11. Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Right.
Throwing from the gun here. Chased out to his right. And this is intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
from the 29. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hey! Check smash. Hut, hut.
Back to throw now. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got it at the 24. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Nice return there, 15 yards gained. And the Steelers will take over possession. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Alpha. Here we go. Good night.
A pistol snap, Fields. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Right there to tack on a point after. And the Titans cut the lead down to 10. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Fields coming back after the pin. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. Sack.
Another try following the sack. Finds him on the slant. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Chip slant.
Austin put in motion right.
Right.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that first down, and he went and got it.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go. Good night.
Play action, Fields. Stays in the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go. Good night.
Another throw for Fields. Austin's there to haul it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Here we go, son.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Delta. Right.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, son. Mayday. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, 551. Go.
Fields to throw it. Setting up the running back screen. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Bye, Sonny. Here we go, son.
He'll pass it this time. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Tonight.
Fields throwing here. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick-tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. I'm good.
Heater's going to fall to the turf.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Here we go, son. EQ! Hey, Ken. Right.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown, his 3rd total score of this game. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Get up. Half to the left, half to the left. Ready, ready, hut. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt. Street, street. Ready, ready.
They'll come out throwing. He throws a bullet deep to the right. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Now. Hey, smash Bronco. Let go.
Dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And it sets up 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
2nd and 10 now. Throwing deep for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Steelers take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy, and if you're not on point,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. Angel, angel, angel. All right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Titans will get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Hey. Big Lion.
shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play!
Ready up!
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set! Cup 19! Cup 19! Mustang 19! 79 Bronco! Hut!
He's dropping back to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Stephanie!
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They go play action here. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready! 18 Rapper! 18 Rapper! Warrior 70!
Tight end going in motion here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot, and that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading his coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Titans have some new life in the 4th. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Ready? 19 Lions.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Dragon 60.
Motioning the tight end now.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Come on. Set. Check go.
Looking to throw it. He sends this one to the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
19 seconds. Go! Pass to the left. Pass to the left. Hands alert.
Putting a receiver in motion. Desperation time here on fourth. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Big game downfield. And this is caught for a score, and we are not done here yet. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Here we go. The Titans setting up for a big two-point attempt.
Let's go.
They kick the running back in motion.
Go.
He's throwing for it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Extend. Hey, never mind. Monday. It's all right.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is brought in at the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down in the field. That was a masterpiece. And he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
You got a mini basin. Here we go, son. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He brings it in. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Here we go, son. Test. Bunch right. Right.
Hand off on the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Tag! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Hut!
Back to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down.
18, Pioneer! Set up! Cut my team! Cut my team! Freeze!
They send a man in motion.
Set up!
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. Number up the fans. All right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.